Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. We are almost at the end of our 7-day yoga and meditation challenge. This is day 6. We are going to start with a 15-minute yoga practice that is really focusing on cultivating a little bit of core strength. And then we'll move into a 5-minute meditation to help us anchor our affirmation. So our affirmation today is, I step into my power with confidence and grace. So stoking that inner fire within with some powerful poses, still keeping it fairly gentle because we are just waking up in the morning. Let's begin lying down on our backs. And you can keep your knees bent or have your legs straight, whatever is most comfortable for you here. I'm just going to turn so I can let my knees fall in towards one another and placing my hands on my lower belly to make that first connection with my lower abdominals, this area of the solar plexus. So this morning, using the affirmation to set our intention, I step into my power with confidence and grace. And you can pull your knees in towards you. Just place your hands directly on the tops of the knees, and we're going to match the movement with our breath. So as you inhale, straighten your arms and move the knees and thighs away from you. And as you exhale, pull them in. So just like a slow, simple pumping motion. Mainly using your arms to guide this movement. Try to relax your hip flexors, which is deeply connected to your abdominals, to your core. So keep them soft for now. Just checking in with your lower back, with your hips. And the next time you straighten your arms, you can let your feet come flat to the floor. We're going to bring our right hand behind the back of the head, and you can just bring your left arm out to the side with your palm facing down. So just the left arm nice and straight. Try to push your lower back into the floor so there's no gap here, and tighten up and engage through your belly. We're going to take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to crunch up and twist over to the left as if you're bringing your right elbow and your left knee together to touch. And then inhale, we're going to come back to center without releasing the ribs. Keep everything hugging in. So inhale and exhale to lift and twist. Small movements just to wake up the core. Keep the floating ribs down. Inhale to lower, 2 more on this side. Exhale, twist and lower. Last one. And lower. And let's go and switch sides. Bring your left hand behind your head, right arm to the side. Close out the gap so your lower back stays connected to the floor, and press those floating ribs down. So keep everything contracted and engaged. Inhale and exhale, twist to the right, bringing left elbow to right knee. Inhale with control, come back down. Exhale, twist and lift. Two more. Inhale down, exhale, twist, and come all the way back down. Now straighten out your legs, reach your arms up overhead, and we're going to inhale to circle the arms so they're reaching towards the feet. Tuck your chin to your chest and see if you can come all the way up. Inhale, taking a seat, reach your arms up, Dandasana, staff pose. With your arms by your side, see if you can push your hands into the floor, rolling your shoulders back. And cross at the ankles. Let's find our tabletop pose. So warming up with the abdominals a little bit more. Find your alignment in this tabletop pose, and we're going to reach our right leg back behind us, roll that right hip down, pull your lower belly in, and extend your left arm up overhead. Take an inhale to reach and lengthen, and as you exhale, use core strength to pull the elbow and the knee together to touch. Really try to close the gap between your thigh and your chest. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, squeeze, pull it through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Last one, inhale. And exhale, tiny little ball here. And you're going to bring your left hand down, step your right foot forward. And you can tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee off the mat, and just rock a little bit back and forth here. Inviting those hip flexors to release and stretch a little more. Soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. And let's find our plank pose from here. Flatten out your palms and step your right foot back. Make sure your feet are hip width distance apart. Keep your hips low, and we're going to drop our heels to the right, center, left, center. And just keep doing that a few more times. Try not to let your hips bounce up and down as you do this. Right, center, left, center. One more on each side. You got this. And we'll lift up, downward facing dog. Press back into your heels. Curl your tailbone up towards the sky. I step into my power with confidence and grace. Stretching it out. And let's bring our knees back down to the mat. Realign yourself so you have your hands under your shoulders, and we'll find that balancing table pose variation again on the second side. So this time, extend your left leg back, roll your left hip down, and try not to sway into your lower back too much. Stay strong. Reach your right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, contract and pull it through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze it in. 3 more like this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach. Pull it in. Last one, inhale and exhale. Place your right hand down. Step your left foot forward to the top of the mat. Knee is over your ankle. And you can lift that back knee off the mat, just rocking back and forth. And we'll be coming back into our plank pose, doing a different variation here. So step that left foot back, keep your feet hip width distance apart, drop your heels to the right again, but this time let's move into our side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Reach your left arm up towards the sky, stacking left hip over the right. And Vashisthasana to the left. Left hand comes down, heels up. Drop your heels to the left and reach your right arm up. Only looking up if this is suitable for your neck. Otherwise, don't worry about this. Back into your plank pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back, stretch it out. And let's walk our feet to the top of the mat for a ragdoll fold. Taking the weight out of our wrists. You can shake them out a little bit, maybe make some fists and roll. Relax your head and your neck. And you can also just hold on to your elbows as you sway a little side to side. Release your hands down, bend your knees even more, and push into your heels primarily to come all the way up. And at the top of the mat, you can bring your feet about hip width distance apart, hands at your heart. Let's sit back, Utkatasana chair pose. So most of your weight should be back into your heels, less into the balls of the feet, and sink down as low as you can. So notice if your knees are buckling in towards one another, try to keep them parallel, directly over your toes. And let's twist to the right, left elbow onto your right knee. Push your elbow into the mat, push your elbow into your thigh to twist a little more. And notice what your knees are doing now. It's a lot harder to do chair pose without having our legs touching, because we really need to work to keep our knees directly over the ankles, not letting them sway side to side. Come back through to center and we'll twist to the other side. Right elbow to your left knee. Notice again, what is that right knee doing? Where is it going? Keep them aligned. We're not here forever. Opening up. Coming back through to center, and let's come all the way down, Navasana, into your boat pose. Whew, should feel good. So tapping in a little bit more into our core, into the abdominals here. Think of lifting your chest up, rolling your shoulders back. Into our low boat, keep your eyes around at the same level as your toes. Lower back is fully connected to the floor. And release. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Take a big stretch here. And we'll take a twist. So just bring your right knee in towards you. And you can cross that right knee and thigh over to the left. Reach your right arm out to the side. So relaxing a little from this powerful practice. Slowing down your breath and slowing down your heart rate. And we'll come back through to center, switching sides. So straighten your right leg, pull your left knee in, and you can cross it over. So I'm trying to stack my left hip over my right one. Left arm reaches out to the side. Try to push your left shoulder down into the floor. Send your breath all the way down to your lower belly. And coming back through to center, Ananda Balasana, come into your happy baby pose. Hold on to your big toes with your two peace fingers, stacking your ankles over your knees, using your elbows to push the knees open a little bit wider. Again, keeping your low back in contact with the floor, pressing your tailbone down so you're not lifting your hips up and off the mat. And let's release, rock up, come up to take a seat. And before we close here, let's take a little neck release. So you can interlace your fingers behind you and bring your hands as far over towards the right side of your waist as possible. Push your left shoulder down and look over the right shoulder. And you can almost lean back a little bit too. And back through to center. Let's switch sides. Bring your hands over towards the left side of your waist. Push your right shoulder down and look over to the left, leaning back a little. all the way back through to center. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead, and let's twist to the right, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. This is Luna. Hi, puppy. Open up through your heart. And we're going to circle the arms all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side. Right hand to your left knee. Open up here. Inhale, reach your arms up. And lower back down. Thank you so much for doing this Saturday morning powerful 15-minute yoga flow with me. Please follow this up. We just have 5 more minutes left to meditate together and really set our intention for the day ahead. Hopefully I'll see you there, and also tomorrow for our final practice together in this challenge.